Hello everyone, welcome to Venus English. I brought the exactly same article that we covered last time. Today I just want to focus on reading this article out loudly. The title is North Korea confirms it sent troops to Russia to support its war against Ukraine. AP, South Korea. North Korea confirmed Monday for the first time it sent troops to Russia to support its war against Ukraine, saying the deployment was meant to help Russia regain its Kursk region that Ukraine forces seized in a surprise incursion last year. US, South Korean, and Ukrainian intelligence officials have said North Korea dispatched about 10,000 to 12,000 troops to Russia last fall in its first participation in a major armed conflict since the end of 1950 through 53 Korean War. But North Korea hadn't confirmed or denied its reported troops deployments to Russia until Monday. North Korea announcement came 2 days after Russia said its troops have fully reclaimed Kursk region. Ukraine officials denied the claim. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un decided to send combat troops to Russia under a mutual defense treaty signed by him and Russian President Vladimir Putin in June 2024. The North Korean Central Military Commission said in a statement carried by the state media. The treaty, considered two countries' biggest defense agreement since the end of the Cold War, requires both nations to use all available means to provide immediate military assistance if either is attacked. The statement cited Kim as saying the deployment was meant to annihilate and wipe out the Ukrainian neo-Nazi occupiers and liberate Kursk area in a cooperation with the Russian armed forces. They who fought for justice are all heroes and representatives of the honor of the motherland, Kim said. Kim said that a monument will soon be erected in Pyongyang to mark North Korea's battle feats, and that flowers will be laid before the tombs of fallen soldiers. Kim said the government must take steps to preferentially treat and take care of the families of the soldiers who took part in the war. North Korean statement didn't say how many troops North Korea eventually sent and how many of them had died. But in March, South Korea's military said that around 4,000 North Korean soldiers had been killed or wounded in Russian-Ukraine war fronts. The South Korean military also assessed at the time that North Korea sent about 3,000 additional troops to Russia earlier this year. North Korean soldiers are highly disciplined and well-trained, but observers say they've become easy targets for drone and artillery attacks on Russia-Ukraine battlefields due to their lack of combat experience and unfamiliarity with the terrain. Still, Ukraine military and intelligence officials have assessed that North Koreans gained crucial battlefield experience and have been key to Russia's strategy of overwhelming Ukraine by throwing large number of soldiers into the battle for Kursk. South Korea's Unification Ministry on Monday urged North Korea to withdraw its troops from Russia immediately, saying the North's support of Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine poses a grave provocation into international security. Spokesperson Gu Byung-sam also called the North troops deployments an act against humanity that has sacrificed young North Korean soldiers for their governments. In a Kremlin meeting Saturday, Valery Gerasimov, chief of the general staff for Russia's armed forces, informed Putin of Russia's regaining of the Kursk region. Gerasimov also confirmed that North Korean soldiers fought alongside Russia to repel Ukraine's troops from the Kursk region and demonstrate high professionalism, showed fortitude, courage, and heroism in a battle. Ukraine's general staff countered that its defensive operation in certain areas in Kursk was continuing. If confirmed, Russia's victory in Kursk would deprive Ukraine of key leverage in U.S. brokered efforts to negotiate an end to more than 3-year-old war by exchanging its gains for some of Russia's occupied land in Ukraine. On Saturday, President Donald Trump and Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky met in a Vatican City on the sideline of funeral of Pope Francis to discuss a potential ceasefire deal. Shortly after arriving in Rome on Friday, Trump said on social media that Ukraine and Russia should meet for very high-level talks on ending the war. But less than 24 hours later, Trump said he doubted Putin's willingness to end the war. In March, Kim expressed his unwavering support for Russia's war in Ukraine during a meeting with top Russian security official Sergei Shoigu in Pyongyang. State media reports said Kim and Shoigu reaffirmed their commitment to uphold the Mutual Defense Treaty. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Andrei Rudenko told Russian media the governments were discussing a potential visit by Kim to Moscow. North Korea has been supplying a vast amount of conventional weapons to Russia as well. South Korea, the US, and their partners worry that Russia could reward North Korea by transferring her high-tech weapons technologies that can sharply enhance its nuclear weapon programs. North Korea is expected to receive economic and other assistance from Russia as well. Alright, thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.